besides being two world-famous politicians. George W. Bush and Barack Obama are powerful men who have amassed a large fortune during their careers. But have you ever stopped to wonder which one of them leads a more luxurious life? In this video, you will see a close battle between Barack Obama and George W. Bush. So let's get to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Luxury. Being two very powerful and successful personalities, of course, they can enjoy a lot of luxury. But which of the two spends more? When it comes to dressing up, for example, George W. Bush likes to wear good, cheap watches, such as $50 Timex Easy Reader leather strap, $60 Timex Easy Reader George W. Bush, $65 Timex Easy Reader T2N384. The most expensive watch in his collection seems to be a Timex Indiglo customized with his name and the US flag, which is valued at least $3,000. Obama, on the other hand, seems to like to travel and stay in luxurious places. On one of his vacations, he visited the island of Tetiaroa in French Polynesia, where he enjoyed the paradisiacal tropical landscapes of this destination. On this occasion, the former president stayed at the Brando Resort, one of the most luxurious ecological hotels in the world. The place has extremely comfortable and refined facilities, offering plenty of contact with nature. And to spend a night at this resort, you have to pay up to $4,000. Obama has also rented a very private $22.5 million mansion for the summer, located in a small village in Massachusetts. With a 40,000 square foot lot and a 200 square foot home, the destination offers plenty of comfort for the Obama family. The property has a total of 5 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms to accommodate guests well. It is also possible to enjoy a beautiful infinity edge pool and even a private gym. A real luxury. On another occasion, the Obama couple rented a very modern and luxurious mansion for a season in the upscale and very exclusive Hollywood Hills neighborhood in Los Angeles. The mansion is a massive 12,200 square feet, with plenty of room to accommodate many guests, who can occupy the spacious 7 bedrooms. The master suite, for example, is quite luxurious, featuring a balcony that overlooks the city and a bathroom with a relaxing tub. Outside the mansion, there are armchairs to relax in, as well as a large outdoor pool with a spa attached. When it comes to entertainment, the house offers many options, such as a lounge with a pool table and bar space, a spa area with an indoor pool, whirlpool, and dry sauna, a fitness room for Pilates with a relaxing massage bed, and also a private cinema room. But, without a doubt, the highlight of the residence is an aquarium that houses 3 sharks, which also has a vertical garden. And although it is not known how much the Obama couple paid to be accommodated in this mansion, one can imagine that it was not cheap at all. After all, the property is valued at $23 million. Since President Bush seems to be simpler in his spending, point to Obama. Real estate. Both politicians seem to be very fond of investing in nice residences to live in, but which one has the most luxurious real estate? After leaving the presidency of the country, George W. Bush chose to settle in the state of Texas, where he had purchased a ranch near Crawford in 1999, known as Prairie Chapel Ranch. Almost 1,600 acres in size, the former president's ranch is a true natural paradise, full of lovely surroundings for sophisticated living in contact with nature, something George W. Bush loves, having been seen several times walking around and even doing work on the property. There is a wealth of settings amidst the former president's land, such as lakes for boating, trails surrounded by plants, 90 acres of landscape trees planted, and even a helicopter hangar. In addition, the extensive size of the property also allows the former president to hold cycling activities connected to his institute to raise funds. The main ranch house was designed by David Heyman and is a single-level limestone structure with large glass walls for the former president and his wife Laura Bush to enjoy the beautiful scenery. Upon entering the residence, there are many unique details in its decoration. The living room, for example, is well lit, integrating a charming space with a vintage table near the windows where the couple likes to assemble puzzles. The kitchen has stainless steel counters, the breakfast area overlooks the garden, the office is decorated with many picture frames, and the dining area is lined with bookshelves full of books as it integrates a living room for receiving guests. The house also has many family rooms, another dining room to meet with guests, and 4 bedrooms, among which is the suite that houses Bush's grandfather's old desk. Moving outside, the former president likes to take advantage of the garden to take pictures with his wife and political friends. There is also a beautiful green lawn around the mansion, which gives a unique charm to the place depending on the time of the year and is also great for family parties, such as the wedding of Jenna Bush, the couple's daughter. There are also verandas with sitting areas, a luxurious guest house, and a recreation area with a shaded pool, not to mention plenty of trees, beautiful flower fields, and vehicles to take on walks along the property's trails whenever you feel like it. The ranch also has a studio where George W. Bush spends a lot of time working on paintings, which have become one of his favorite hobbies since returning to Texas, and he often exhibits some of his work there. In addition to all this, the ranch is also famous for having hosted distinguished guests, such as former Danish Minister Anders Fogh Rasmussen, former German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and various other politicians. According to some sources, the ranch was bought for the princely sum of $1.3 million, but with the improvements that have been implemented, it must be worth a lot more than this today. Another property that the former president owns in Texas is a mansion in the Preston Hollow neighborhood north of Dallas, located in an exclusive area where he can live safely. The property is an 8,500 square foot red brick residence situated on a beautiful 1.15 acre lot, where he and his wife have been seen before. Little is known about the interior space, but through some old photos, it can be seen that the rooms are quite spacious and cozy, containing 4 cozy bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. And although no one knows how much the mansion was bought for, in 2007 it was valued at around $3.95 million. Obama, meanwhile, after leaving the White House, he and his family moved into a very comfortable mansion in Washington, D.C., and it is the second most expensive house in the neighborhood, losing first place to Jeff Bezos' estate. The historic 1920s residence has a period exterior design with brick veneers, while the interior is more modern, updated, and refined. The property has 8,100 square feet of living space, with an impressive total of 9 bathrooms, including a toilet, and 9 bedrooms to accommodate the Obama couple and their 2 daughters, as well as several extra rooms for possible guests. The decor of the house follows a classic and clean style. In the main kitchen, for example, the planned furniture is white, the countertops are marble, and it is fully equipped with stainless steel appliances. Just entering the main living room, there is a cozy fireplace where Obama can keep himself warm on the colder days or receive his friends for a good chat. The dining room is quite sophisticated, with a wooden ceiling, while the walls are white. Outside, the property has a large backyard with armchairs for the family to enjoy the outdoors. And after renting in this property, Barack Obama decided to buy the house in 2017 for $8.1 million. Some sources also claim that he recently purchased a 30-acre waterfront property on the island of Martha's Vineyard in the U.S. state of Massachusetts. The house, built in 2001, has 7,000 square feet of living space and is spread over 7 bedrooms, including an impressive master suite with fireplace and balcony, as well as 8 bathrooms. The property features a modern family kitchen and another chef's kitchen, a circular formal dining room surrounded by a wall full of windows, and a living room with a vaulted ceiling and stone fireplace. There are several entertainment spaces, including a lounge with a pool table, a terrace overlooking the bay, and a relaxing outdoor spa tub. The expansive lawn and incredible water views create the perfect setting for the Obama family to relax. Summer days can be even more refreshing by the poolside, a spot surrounded by trees, and an ideal space to relax. The property also offers a barn for storing kayaks and boats, along with a 2-car garage. By purchasing this property, the Obama family gains direct access to a lake that mixes fresh and salt water and opens up to the ocean. According to Forbes magazine, the former president closed the purchase of this incredible vacation home, which looks more like a paradise retreat, at the end of 2019, paying an impressive $11.7 million. Since Obama's real estate is more valuable and expensive, he wins this round. Cars. Both politicians have more than enough money to buy nice cars, but which of the two is more passionate about cars? Obama, for example, it is speculated that he once owned a 2005 Chrysler 300C, a vehicle valued at $30,000, but that the car's subsequent owner tried unsuccessfully to auction it off for $1 million. He also once owned a Ford Escape Hybrid, valued at $40,000. Obama has also been seen with a Jeep Grand Cherokee, an SUV that can be found costing around $55,000. Currently, because he is a former president, he is driven by members of the U.S. Secret Service. The vehicle used is believed to be an armored and fully customized Chevrolet Suburban to provide maximum security. George W. Bush, meanwhile, has been seen with a 2008 Ford Edge Limited, a mid-size SUV with a sleek design, which can cost up to $30,000. George W. Bush has also been spotted getting out of a 2007 Chevrolet Suburban LT 2500, a well-equipped vehicle powered by a V8 engine that produces about 352 horsepower. And the price for a car of this model is around $36,000. He also seems to have ridden in a Chevrolet Tahoe, a high-performance SUV that can comfortably carry up to 9 people. The interior of this car has great finishes for passenger comfort and, of course, has many technology features. And for those who want to buy a vehicle like this, you have to pay about $52,000. George W. Bush has also taken a ride with Vladimir Putin in a Volga GAZ-21, an elegant sedan produced by the manufacturer GAZ, considered a symbol of the Soviet automobile industry by collectors. And depending on its condition, a car of this model can cost more than $60,000. Another car that is part of George W. Bush's collection is a Ford F-250, a large pickup truck with a large towing capacity. This vehicle is ideal for heavy-duty work on demanding roads and can carry up to 6 passengers in its interior space. And it's no wonder that a pickup truck like this costs an average of $70,000. Raising the price higher, another car that George W. Bush had in his garage was a 2013 Ford F-150 King Ranch, a sophisticated pickup truck, great for traversing more challenging terrain, and this is a very popular vehicle among truck enthusiasts. The interior of the pickup truck is capable of offering plenty of comfort to the passengers, with a high standard of Tuscan leather upholstery, as well as having the former president's signature. And as reported by the media, George W. Bush's pickup truck was put up for a charity auction and was sold for $300,000. He also once owned a Ford Mustang Shelby GT350, a high-performance sports car whose engine is capable of producing 526 horsepower and accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4 seconds. According to some sources, the former president's car, which also bore his signature, was auctioned for $700,000. The most impressive car he has ridden in, on the other hand, was the 2006 Cadillac DTS Limousine, the official vehicle of the President of the United States. Nicknamed the Beast, the car Bush rode in was specifically customized for his comfort and safety. To give you an idea, more recent versions of this vehicle come with super armor capable of withstanding even a missile, weighing around 8 tons, and equipped with a V8 engine to carry so much weight. And it is no wonder that the vehicle costs around $1.5 million. Since George W. Bush's vehicles are more expensive and luxurious, point to him. Means of transportation. When it comes to traveling to different places in the world, they are always seen using luxurious means of transport, but who is the most comfortable? Starting with Obama, is known that he has rented a boat belonging to David Geffen, called Rising Sun, a 450-foot superyacht that has hosted artists such as Oprah, Leonardo DiCaprio, Paul McCartney, and others. The yacht, built in Germany in 2004, has 4 decks, so there is plenty of room for passengers. This boat is considered to be the 11th largest yacht in the world, with an estimated value of $300 million. In other words, renting it for a trip must have cost Obama quite a bit of money. George W. Bush, on the other hand, usually uses high-end private aircraft. On his arrival in Sarasota, the former president was seen stepping out of a Gulfstream GIVSP, a sleek, high-performance business jet capable of reaching a top speed of 560 miles per hour and boasting a luxurious interior space that comfortably accommodates 14 people. This beautiful aircraft of the Intercontinental Range also has a modern galley and a compact bathroom sprinkled with luxury. And during his trip, the former president used the N427SA, which can be chartered for an average of $6,000 per hour. There is speculation that Bush has also traveled on a Samsung Group executive jet of the Boeing Business Jet 737 model. This aircraft with an intercontinental range is more than 100 feet long and is capable of accommodating about 19 passengers. And to rent such a jet you have to pay around $13,000 per flight hour. Since both politicians have access to luxury transport, we will consider this a draw. Net worth. As two of the most powerful and influential politicians in the world, they have made a lot of money during their careers, but which one has amassed the biggest fortune? While working as a pilot in the Texas Air National Guard, the former president was paid about $8,000 a year in the 1970s, something like $53,200 today, if we adjust the infraction calculation. In politics, George W. Bush was governor of the U.S. state of Texas for 2 terms, and it is estimated that he earned $115,300 per year, which is about $1.2 million in total. As President of the United States, George W. Bush took office in 2001, and in addition to receiving a $50,000 expense account, he was the first to earn an annual salary of $400,000, adding up to $3.2 million over the 8 years he was in power. In addition, under the former Presidents of the United States Act, outgoing politicians are entitled to certain benefits, among which is a lifetime pension. In 2022 alone, it is estimated that George W. Bush earned approximately $238,000. But his fortune is not only about his salaries holding political positions. This is because before he was governor and president, he was a big businessman involved in various businesses. As CEO and director of the family-owned oil and gas company, for example, it is speculated that George W. Bush made about $75,000 per year, as well as holding more than $1 million in stock in the enterprise. As a partner in the Texas Rangers, the former president initially invested $500,000 in the team, and when he sold his stake in 1998, he made an incredible $15 million. And although no one knows for sure how much of his fortune George W. Bush has amassed over the years, some sources estimate that the former president currently has a net worth of $50 million. Obama, on the other hand, for having held the office of President of the United States for 8 years, also receiving an annual salary of $400,000, in all he made $3.2 million as head of state. But without a doubt, the income responsible for Obama's enrichment came from his work as a writer. His memoir Dreams from My Father, for example, published in 1995, achieved a great number of sales, resulting in a profit of $6.8 million. Meanwhile, with his bestseller Audacity of Hope and the children's book of the I Sing a Letter to My Daughters, according to Forbes magazine, Obama earned $8.8 million. Another more recent book, Our Promised Land, was published in November 2020, selling nearly 890,000 copies in the US and Canada within 24 days of its release. Not to mention that he and his wife make money by giving lectures. Some sources claim that the former First Lady makes $225,000 and the former president makes as much as $400,000 per presentation. In addition to their million-dollar literary empire, the couple made a pretty penny on a creative production partnership they signed with Netflix. The $50 million annual deal calls for the Obamas to produce a diverse mix of content, including series, documentaries, and feature films. And according to Forbes magazine, the couple made an impressive $20.5 million between 2005 and 2016. But with so many jobs and sources of income that Barack Obama to this day, some reports estimate that his fortune has increased even further to as much as $70 million. Considering that Obama has an estimated larger fortune, point for him. At the end of this battle, we had 2 points for George W. Bush against 4 points for Barack Obama, and he was the champion. But if you believe there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.